Okay. Right. Now, as we all know that in 8th class, our social science is divided into 3 parts. And teachers, please listen carefully because there will be a quiz also. So there is a twist. It won't contain all the explanation. I have kept some 5-4 questions for the quiz also. Okay, so you all know very well that it has been divided into 3 parts: geography, unit 1, resources and development; unit 2 is history, our past, fine; and political science, that is the unit 3, rule of law and social justice. Now, my dear friends, as you all know, we are going to follow the same pattern like we followed last year. There will be 180 marks academic examination which will be conducted at the end of the year, end of the academic year. 2 years back we used to have 2 exams, right? Half yearly as well as final. But obviously since last year the changes have been made, so there will be only one academic final examination which will be sent by DAV CAE. Rest half yearly is done by the school basis only. And we all know 20 marks are allotted for internal assessment. Now moving ahead, although we all know this, but we should just revise once more. Periodic test, pen and paper test, definitely for 5 marks. We know it that out of 3, best 2 are chosen, and then they are reduced to 5 marks for internal assessment. Then second part is multiple assessment, again for 5 marks. It can be on the basis of students, what they do exactly, the tools of observation, oral test, individual work or group work, field work. It entirely depends upon you what sort of activities you are conducting in the class. Maybe quiz, debates, role plays, bulletin board, etc. Then third part is enrichment activities. Yes, that is the most important part of our teaching, especially for internal assessment. That is enrichment activities which we have to pick up. That all depends upon you, models, projects or maps. And you know that last year 3 chapters were included for the project work, right? So that is something good that we can utilize that. Next part is portfolio. It's a journal or notebooks, like whatever work, the best work of the child, that includes the portfolio. And obviously organization, neatness, visual appeal, evidences of the student's growth, like periodic 1, periodic 2 and periodic 3. The child can put that whatsoever is the progress of the child, whatever marks the child is getting in particular exam. So all that can be included. Now, let me talk about the detailed syllabus. This is something important, and this includes the major changes. All right, first of all, geography part, resources utilization and development for 4 marks. Then this I have to read out clearly in case someone is using mobile. Obviously, text will not be that bold, that big. So I'm just going to read them out. In case any query, you are free to write in the chat box, right? Second part, natural resources, land, soil, and water. This is an important chapter. Its weightage is 7 marks, and that is really important. So we have to focus more on this chapter. Now, naturally, next part is natural resources, vegetation, and wildlife. And this is for 5 marks. And you know, map work is also included in this chapter that we will be covering in detail. Okay. Now, mineral and energy resources. This chapter was last year discluded from the pen paper test. I said discluded, right? And it was just given as in form of the project work only. Now it is up to us how we want to carry on with the project. And let me tell you, teachers, at the end of the chapter, something to do. There's a heading, something to do. These are all the chapters. They include wonderful activities related to the chapters. So if you have not gone through those, you must go through such topics, because then you get the at least ready-made material and what exactly DAV expects from you. Now there's a major change, teachers. Manufacturing industries. Just a minute. This chapter, manufacturing industries, Very important.
Ma'am, agriculture is left.
All right, let me cover that also, ma'am. Agriculture is for 6 marks. Thank you, Anupriya, ma'am. Fine. So agriculture is for 6 marks, and again, a very important and a vast chapter where they have to learn the geographical conditions. And I really feel in my class, I just follow the tabular form. I give them the titles like temperature, rainfall, find the soil type, and areas where it is grown. So children, they categorize in this way, and it becomes easy for them to learn in the tabular form. All right, moving ahead. Now, manufacturing industries, this is a change to be assessed in periodic tests only and will not be evaluated in the final examination. A relief for the students as such, because the syllabus of social science is really vast. I agree to this. So that this is a major change, that only in periodic test the pen paper test will be conducted and not in the annual final examination. I said final examination, fine. Then human resources for 5 marks. So the total weightage of geography part is 27 marks. So we learned 2 things, that one chapter, that is manufacturing, minerals and energy resources, it is for one it includes the project work, and this chapter manufacturing industries, it will be assessed on the basis of periodic test only, pen paper test, but not in the final examination. Moving ahead, this is the history part. First of all, the modern period. Earlier, I still remember only 1 marker was there for this chapter, only 1 marker, and our emphasis was more on making them learn the short question answers, true, false, match the following, 1 markers, right? Now, what has been given, that it is for 3 marks, and we are not very sure whether the management will put this chapter in form of 1 markers or directly as 3 markers. So it means we have to make our children prepare in both the ways, right? Then establishment of company rule in India, again important chapter, but a vast chapter. I really feel that it is a vast chapter because it includes many words, and I personally feel that this is the most difficult chapter for children to learn, because it includes a lot of rote learning. So my dear friends, the best part is if we try to include the words in the form of tabular, in tabular form. Like what I do, I always mention the year, between, right? Then the reasons, fine, and then the consequences. And then almost all the teachers, like Nidhi ma'am is saying that she also does follow the same way. But if you try to tell them to read from the book, my dear friends, the children will never be able to catch up. They won't be able to understand it fully. Moving ahead. Now, establishment of company rule is for 5 marks. Now, colonialism, rural and tribal societies for 4 marks. Again, an important chapter. Now, I really feel that we need to focus on each and every part of this chapter, especially this one. Why? Because the weightage is high. It is for 6 marks. And yes, this is one of the most important chapters of Indian modern history. Now, another thing, like last year we had the change from DAV, impact of British rule on India. Yes, this is again to be done as project work only, and I repeat, please follow something to do, which is given at the back of all the exercises. It contains a vast area of project activity, or you can say it contains a lot of creativity from the students' part. I mean, you can assign the work to the students and you will see the wonders, definitely. And I'm not saying that you cannot use your own inputs. Definitely that will also work. Now, next is colonialism and urban changes. This is a relief for us as well as for the students, I really feel, because this chapter is entirely based on rote learning. I hope you all agree, because children really find it difficult to learn so many committees, Delhi Darbar, and all these parts, and how hard you try to make them understand, but somewhere here and there, they tend to get confused. So that really matters. So it is a relief that it has to be assessed in the periodic test only and will not be evaluated in the annual examination. So this is again another change, a major change in the syllabus. So moving ahead, the nationalist movement, this is for 6 marks, very important chapter, which includes the map work as well, right? Now, India marches ahead for 3 marks. Again, depending, maybe when we'll get the sample papers, we'll come to know whether the questions are put for 1 mark each, or maybe they are given, the question is given directly for 3 marks, because you know, either 1 marker, 3 marker, or 5 marker we have in the question paper pattern. So as such, teachers, the syllabus for the weightage for history part comes to be 27, and we need to learn 2 things: that impact of British rule on India, it's just for the project work, and secondly, colonialism and urban changes, it is assessed in the form of periodic test, but remember, pen paper test only and not otherwise. In the final examination, it will not be covered. All right, moving ahead. Now we'll talk about political science. Now see here, the political science, this weightage is only 26 marks, although history and civics, history and geography, they contain 27 marks weightage. Now here also in civics part also, in political science also, they have made some changes, major changes. First of all, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and directive principles of state policy. The weightage is for 4 marks, teachers. And then the union government, the legislature, 5 marks. The union government executive, its weightage is more in comparison to other 2 chapters of the union government. This is for 6 marks. Then the union government judiciary for 5 marks. Now the major changes, first changes, like this change was done last year also, social justice and the marginalized, that is to be done as project work only. Now safeguarding the marginalized, what change they have made, that this chapter has to be assessed in form of periodic test, pen paper test only, and it will not be evaluated in the form of an annual examination. So in all, we have 6 such chapters, 3 chapters from each part, which will not be included in the final examination. First of all, those only which will be included in the project work, and 3 chapters which will be included only in the periodic examination and not in the final annual examination. So that is very important, teachers. And these are some learning outcomes which we need to keep in mind while just telling the students or teaching the students. I'm not going to read all of them because I think you must have the copy with you. Maybe obviously not the hard copy, but definitely we have this copy in the DAV site, right? So I'm just skipping this part. Now moving ahead. Like teachers, we got to know that resources and development, this chapter. Now learning outcomes, meaning of resources, classification, uses of resources, very important, and needs and methods. Let me tell you that in each and every paper, question paper, I have observed that methods of conservation, this question is always given either for 3 marks or for 5 marks. I'm not talking about only this chapter, even if you talk about the next chapter, natural resources, land, soil, and water, right? Either measures to conserve water, soil, how to just think about the steps to control degradation. Fine. So that is very, very important. All right, teachers, and moving ahead. Let us move ahead. Now, this chapter, now outcomes, obviously significance of natural resources, and we need to relate the content to the day-to-day life. That is extremely important. Then only we don't have to give the rote learning that, but yes, these are the steps to conserve water. No, we have to give, like yesterday I had a word with you regarding enrichment activities. So we need to tell the students to focus on some activities, hands-on learning, which really help them out. Okay, moving ahead. Natural vegetation and wildlife. Again, here also one question, mainly focusing on, conservation. So from all these chapters, at least one chapter, one question will be based on the conservation, either for 3 marks or for 5 marks. So we have to be very careful while covering this area. And this chapter also contains the map work, which I'll be covering, fine. Now, mineral and energy resources, as we all know, this is based on the project activity only, but it doesn't mean, teachers, that we have to skip this chapter. We need to cover this chapter. Either you make one PPT, like last year I made one PPT, and through this PPT I covered the entire chapter so that students get an idea that what exactly it contains. We cannot ignore the chapter thinking that we will give the project activity to the students and they will be able to do. So that is not the criteria. We need to give the proper learning to the students. Moving ahead, agriculture, very important chapter. Yes, cereals, fiber crops, beverage crops, we have to cover the geographical conditions, and very important part, that is compare the development of agriculture in developed and developing countries like USA and India. And sometimes 1 marker is asked in this area, and children tend to get 79 out of 80 because they ignore such areas. So you must have seen in the textbook there is a table which shows the farm size, etc. So please focus on that. All right, I will be covering it quickly now because we are hardly left with few minutes. Now, manufacturing industries, as I told you, that this will be covered in the form of periodic assessment only and not in the form of final assessment. Human resources, this is another important chapter for 5 marks. Okay, now quickly go through because other topics I have covered. I mean, weightage of the chapters, but map work is very important to cover. Now, chapter 2, chapter 3. These 2 chapters will include the map work, land, soil and water, natural resources, then natural vegetation, vegetation and wildlife, both the areas. And please make it sure, like if you are giving Congo Basin, and a child should know where is Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, because sometimes children miss this. They don't understand. So we need to give them clear-cut idea through the world map. I'm just going to cover the part where we have to focus on the change in the syllabus. That is colonialism and urban change. Now, it is very important that outcome should be that describe the process of deurbanization, urbanization of Calcutta and Delhi, and police system of Delhi. All these parts are extremely important. Moving ahead. This chapter, obviously, it contains so many reforms, so that is really important, and we all have been doing it since a long time, and we cannot skip any movement. And let me give you a reminder that please tell the students which are the major mass movements, because a 5 marker is asked many a times, asking that the mention the mass movement started by Gandhiji. So please just keep your focus over there. Now, map work, history, the first war of independence, Meerut, Delhi, Gwalior, Kanpur and Lucknow. These are the areas, and Barakpur and Jhansi. Children should know how to locate them. And in this chapter, only 4 parts: Bombay, Calcutta, Bombay, Lucknow, Amritsar and Dandi. This is something important. Now, teachers, I'm again going to focus on the part where there are some changes. Rest I have already told you. Right now, like social justice and marginalized, only project work. Then the next part is safeguarding the marginalized. Again, only for the annual, not for the annual examination, not to be evaluated. But yes, learning outcomes include, after studying the lesson, the learners will be able to explain the concept of social justice, problems faced by the marginalized group, etc. Right? Now, teachers, quiz time. Let me see how many of you are able to do it. Meanwhile, I'm going to share, just a minute, sorry. Meanwhile, I'll just share the link with you for the feedback form. Just a minute. Very simple questions as such. Is there anyone who would like to answer the first question? manufacturing industries will be included in the final assessment. Yes, no?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Rajesh sir, wonderful.
Good.
The next question, the nationalist movement will be asked for dash marks.
6 marks.
Oh, sir,
Good.
sir is ready with all the answers.
Answers. Next
Sir,
is
I think he is standing tall in
Hmm.
front of all the ladies over here. All right. Okay,
Next
next question. The difficult, ma'am, you ask, please.
the difficulty level in the question paper should be dash %.
Now this
20%.
sir, it should be 20%. 20%.
I said 20, ma'am. I said 20 only.
All right.
Okay.
I heard
Oh, yeah,
40.
40, yeah.
Fine, sir. 20%. Good
No, no,
answer.
Easy
You
was 30% and average was 50% and difficult was 20%.
Exact.
Sir, till now you seems to be a winner to me. All right. Fourth question.
Thanks, ma'am.
Safeguarding the marginalized is to be covered through project.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Correct
Yeah,
answer.
very good.
Good. Last question, ma'am. Okay. The weightage of political science is 20 marks. True or false?
True.
It's
True.
26
Okay.
marks.
So, please, a round of applause for sir because he turned.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And
All
thank you to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now over to Vandana ma'am. She is going to talk about the apps which we need to include.
One more question, ma'am.
Thank you, Shivani ma'am.
Can you please?
Yes, sir. Ma'am,
Uh, Right now, as we all know that we are in the lockdown situation. So what are the subject we are planning for the September? Like one question already have one ma'am have written that question also. So for the September, how much syllabus you are planning for that?
Sir, the way it is being given by the DAV, like you know, the weightage last year we followed.
Yes,
Like until August, we have to cover the syllabus, middle of August. And
Okay.
September, we have first week of September, we have exams. So whatever
Okay.
pattern you were following last year, similar pattern we have to
Same.
follow. Because sir, what will happen?
Okay.
Otherwise, if we try to cover less syllabus, then the children will be more burdened in the final examination.
Final exam.
Thank
Okay.
you, Shivani ma'am.
Thank you.
you,
Now, as we all are going through these online classes, somewhere we are feeling that how to get the resource. First of all, I will request you, as you all know that our DAV books are designed specially. We are having our own syllabus. Till 8th, we are not getting as much as resource on online. I request all teachers, this time we all teachers are working very hard. I know that we teachers are working hard on our end. We are making our resources. So when we are having DAV Intellectual Hub, I request all teachers to share your resources there so that it will help other teachers also. It will save their time also and show your creation also. Whenever you are making a resource, a PPT, worksheet, I request you all to share it on the Intellectual Hub of DAV so that it will help to all the teachers, and it will be saving their time also and your time also. You will also get benefited from the same site. You will also get resource from the same site. Instead of that also, I'm telling some sites from where you can get the resources like toppers.com, ePathshala, My CBSE Guide, Tech Hub, Byju's, as you all know, Grade Up, Online Taiyari, and Let's Study Together, Exam to Win. Like this, many sites are there. One more is there, Brainly.in. From there, you can get as much as resources. Maybe some concept is there, or maybe topics are same, or concept topic is same, but concept is not same from the chapters. So I will request you all to share your resources on Intellectual Hub of DAV so that it will help other teachers also. You can click photo of these resources that I have shared with you. And now, like it's time going, only 2 minutes are there in our hand. We will extend our thanks to everyone. We both, on behalf of our principal ma'am and DAV managing committee, for giving us such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Now, over to you in case
Thank
any
you. To you also, ma'am, for having some interactive session from last 3 days.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
In case anyone has any query, please, you are most welcome. If you don't want to write in chat box, you can just speak it out, no worries. And I hope, as I said, everyone must have shared, fulfilled the feedback form. I hope so. No queries as such. We are left with the 1 minute, teachers. Thanks a lot. Yes, I'm getting some messages from the teachers. Thanks a lot, ma'am. This is Priyanka Chaudhary. Thank you for the wonderful session. Thank you. Thanks a lot for an awesome session. Thanks both of you, really relevant to our syllabus and our education pattern.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
for
rather
giving your
to
time.
you all
Yes.
also for giving your wonderful time. And for tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, we'll not have any sessions, but we were busy preparing for so many sessions for so many days. So now I'm feeling like I'm free. I have nothing to do. Oh my God. So definitely, yeah.